Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with Loan Plan Profit. Hope you guys are all having a good start to the morning. I'm gonna kind of just get right to it. As of right now, /CL is showing signs of a sell-off once again. So because it's showing signs of a potential sell-off, the more that this thing sells off, the more that DWT will then push up, right? So it's good to understand the overall correlation. Real quick, as right now I've closed out all my positions. I have 13 orders so far during pre-market hours. Those are both buys and sells. And I'm up over $2,500 on the day so far, and it's 5:57 a.m. I started trading as early as 4 a.m. in the morning. So nothing crazy. Well, definitely the profits, it's 2.5%, right? But I haven't been trading with the full $100,000, but you guys get the gist of that, right? Overall highs gives me about a 10-cent spread. Here we go. So try to mess with this. Here we go. Got to put it on EXT. This thing's pushing up already, so I'm gonna have to be, yeah, probably won't get filled. Let's see. Nope, not getting filled. All right, so we got filled at 892. Again, there we go. So we see /CL selling off. The more that it sells off, the more that DWT pushes up. It's below the EMA line, and that's why I was so comfortable adding to my position size. This is going to be my last time that I add. As it sells off more, obviously it makes sense, right? And here we go. So again, just going to change it to EXT. Gonna wait for some other form. Let's see. It's gonna try to push up real quick and maybe try to touch the EMA line before it gets rejected again. So I'm gonna kind of try to go with the flow. And what I mean by that is, again, looking at /CL and just looking at how it's been trading. Oh wow, that pushed up. So there it goes. It's around the EMA line. So we'll see if it gets rejected here, and if not, then that's why we, take the small position first, and then we can accommodate from there. But if we do get rejected, then again, I can add more to my position size from there. So as of right now, here we are. We're right around where I bought. Let's try to see what we got going on. There we go. Don't you love when your TOS bugs out, right? All right. So let me make this a little smaller. It's a live chat here. Here we go. All right, there it goes. It's pushing up. It tried to recover and it sold up super aggressively. So this one's really volatile right now. It's picking up. Wow, it's picking up a lot. Wow. Okay, so this one's definitely changing overall direction. So that last fill was at, yeah, that was not ideal. Here we go. My TOS is lagging, and this is just not the time to lag with this volatility. Ooh. All right, gonna set my alert over here. Once we get that alert, that means sell, sell, sell. Here we go, so we're up 310. All right, there we go. We're around that general area. So I'm just gonna put the limit order, getting ready to sell. It's approaching that general support 53.10. So if we don't break below this, understand that it can bounce here. Here we go. Okay, boom. All right, got filled at 8.97. There it goes. It's still pushing up. So wow, it's definitely still pushing up. So I just let me explain to you kind of like what I mean. I've been trading this during pre-market hours, and it sold off to the overall lowest points. You guys know that I'm not super comfortable holding it to the very lowest points, and it looks like it could still sell off a little bit more. For those that like to risk it to get the biscuit, then great, all power to you, maximize profits. But for me, I like to stay conservative, and that's what I like empower people to do, right? So around this general range from around 5.3 to around 5.31, this is where it's been bouncing at all pre-market hours. Look at pre-market hours, this is the support range, and anything around that middle VWAP has been the resistance range. That's what I've been playing. So on that trade alone, I'm at $2,900. Yeah, I made about 450, right, on that specific trades because I was up 2,500. I made about 400. So not bad. I mean, it looks like it's trying to bounce now. And yeah, I felt like that was a pretty solid trade. My entry point could have been much better on UWT. What's it called? Not UWT, I apologize. DWT. Oh, wow, there it goes. It sold off even more. It's actually making lower lows. Actually, that's very impressive. So there it goes, pushing up even more. DWT at 907, 908. Wow, there it goes. Let's see if some form of news was released. Nope, nothing just yet. Just selling off, broken support, right? So again, feel free to lock in profits if you feel that this is a little bit more on the overbought side. It's up to you on what you guys decide to do with your profits or with your entries and your exits. Just again, make sure that you do your part in getting in for a good deal and getting out when it makes the most sense, right? Not to chase the dollar value, right? But to understand that, looking at the RSI, looking at the MACD, does it make sense to sell your position? If it does, take action. Does it make sense to buy your position? If it does, then take action, right? What about /NG? I haven't been trading it. So, okay. So as of right now, it looks like it's peaking out, right? As a nice little, and especially with that descending pattern, right? So it might be something that we might want to look at. So yes, /CL is still just selling off. So there it goes. It just pushed around 910. So I think you're talking about then UGAS and DGAS, right? So we'll go to UGAS and then we'll go to DGAS. We'll add this to the list. Make this a little lower. Here we go. What's the margin? Okay, 1.7%. That's definitely not bad, especially if it does begin to make lower lows. And there it goes, right? Beginning to sell off. Just watch that MACD. That MACD, it's been consolidating here for quite some time. That it might build that like MACD divergence and then actually begin to push right back up. So just something. Oh, there it goes. It's actually selling off. So if you feel comfortable and you think it's going to continue to make lower lows, it might be something to look into, right? I want to wait for some form of confirmation on UWT. I like how much it sold off, and once we get some form of confirmation of an uptrend, I can get some skin in the game. All right, so the /CL is trying to build some form of support. We'll kind of see what happens here. So again, confirmation is key. So just because it sold off super aggressively doesn't mean that it can't go any lower, right? And that's why it's ideal to wait for some form of indication of an uptrend. And I've been playing it pretty risky. Not risky, but I've definitely been a little bit more aggressive with my trading during pre-market hours. Now being up the $2,900, I have less to prove today, right? As in like, chill out, Rick. Like you're doing fine already for the morning. Just be now selective with your positions. Just to put into perspective, why am I maybe like trying to aggressively trade? I'm $2,000 away from hitting over $20,000 profit this week. So it's a huge milestone for me. It's, just wanted to, which correlates on over to 20%, which I still think is super impressive in my eyes. Maybe not for you guys, but something that I'm very proud of being able to do. This one, that's the SMA line. Here we go. So again, just waiting for the direction to change. Rebecca, so cocky. Rebecca, I did not mean that to be cocky at all. I felt like that was a genuine, if you were telling me that you're having your best day ever, then I'd be more than happy to support you. But yeah, I apologize if it rubbed you off the wrong way. Yeah, I didn't feel like I was. Yeah, I feel like Rebecca just stops in from time to time just to throw me a little shade, and then she hides back in her little hole. Hey, it's a good reminder. I like having the Rebeccas in the group, right? It's if I'm ever in any way disrespectful, I do apologize. That's not my intention. So here we go. So I'm gonna put it way down here. And then I'm just going to move it up. So let's see. Just want to see some form of indication of higher highs. Dang, it's too close. It might actually get filled. I'm going to put it down here. And then if we do see some indication of an uptrend, then I'll add more to my position size. No, I swear, Rebecca like only sends like 1 or 2 messages like super quick, and then that doesn't say anything at all after. It like creeps me out a little bit because I'm just like, yo, like I searched up her name and I couldn't find her in the Learn Plan Profit group. I was like, yo, where you at, Rebecca? Haha. I don't need to apologize for anything. No, I hope you guys know that anytime that if I do, first of all, like I'm human, right? I'm, sometimes the stuff that I say or the way that I might say it might rub people off the wrong way, and there's nothing wrong with people giving me constructive criticism. Hope you guys know that that's something that I'm always open to, especially if you truly do believe I'm in the wrong, like being open-minded and you think that I'm in the wrong, there's nothing wrong with approaching me and letting me know, right? Natural gas is making lower lows. And there it goes. Just keep a close eye again. That MACD, right? That MACD, it's almost due for a reversal. So don't expect that it's gonna hit, this exact low point based off previous patterns. Just understand that, it might try to push up again and then sell off, and then ask yourself, is it worth it and stuff like that. So Rebecca has a crush on you and can't handle it. Yeah, I don't think so. She'll probably just stop in to be like, heck no, and then leave again. All right. So no indication of an uptrend just yet on UWT. So what does that mean as of right now? Oh my God, she came back. Oh, Rebecca, I apologize for yeah. Watch Rebecca be like one of my roommates. How hilarious would that be? It's just someone that's just trying to like give me some shade from time to time. That'd be hilarious. Rebecca, I appreciate you. You honestly, you're making my morning. So, all right. So it's not very too effective to look at. Oh, I'm your neighbor. What? Yikes! I don't have a neighbor named Rebecca, do I? Damn, that is a little weird. That got a little weird. Yeah. Okay. So right now the direction still has not changed. Let's get back to trading. I apologize, Rebecca, if I made you feel anyway uncomfortable. Wait, Rebecca, no. Angelica is the angry neighbor that we have. That's a little different. I'm joking. Okay. Sounds good. Appreciate that. Justin's gonna talk to me after this live stream. He's like, dude, Rick, stick to trading and stick to talking about trading. Stop messing with our neighbors. All right. So as you guys can see, why have I not added to my position on /CL? The EMA line is still pointing down. It's still selling off. It still has not identified a support, right? It's still honestly making lower lows and lower highs. That's not showing signs of growth, so why would I want to partake in that? Yes, I'm all about buying the dip when there's a pattern, right? So we had a pattern during pre-market hours of identifying low points. It broke that pattern. So right now, it's free-for-all. Right now, DWT is pushing up. Look at all this profit I missed out on, right? The FOMO. Again, you can never predict this. I think I sold at like, where did I sell? Yeah. Oh, wow. I sold like really early. Okay. I sold at 897. So around this general area. And then it's up here. It's up another 2%. That would have been my 20K day. Oh no. Still selling. Yeah, not showing signs of an uptrend just yet. So I'm just gonna double check. I put a buy way down here. So this is just for not messing around, but obviously I just want to drag and drop once it indicates signs of an uptrend. So as of right now, none of that has happened. How's natural gas looking? Has it reversed at all? Wow, nice. Okay. How many of you guys are on DGAS, right? Because when natural gas sells off, so does UGAS. So DGAS is the one that's pushing up right now, right? We talked about it, and yep, it's right back around that general range. So it's pushed up about the 2%. Again, watch out for that SMA line. Please, 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 again, don't focus on exact price points. Focus on general areas. At least that's something that's been very effective for me. When is something a good deal to buy? When is something, a good ideal price range to potentially sell, right? Try to keep that in mind. And again, at least for me, I can't tell you what to do, but at least for me, when I look at the dollar value, it's like you almost become attached to it, right? As in like, oh my God, wait, I just want to go back to the highest point that I saw and then sell there. But it's like, again, ignore that. Just become kind of like a robot, right? Entry, exit. Like, don't focus so much about an exact price point. Just focus on getting in for a good deal. So make sure that all your energy and time is put into that. Waiting for confirmation, getting in for a good deal, averaging up whenever you get that confirmation, and then selling at any indication of a resistance or when something is not so much of a good deal or a change of pattern, of course. So there it goes, still selling off. /CL still selling off. So thankfully, didn't take the position. Would have had to cut losses already, right? And you guys know how great I am at that. Not that great. Huge area of opportunity, especially for, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with me joking about an area of opportunity for me. So 20K looks better in a thumbnail than 1967. Even I'd be more than happy to, even with where I'm at right now, right? So I'm still very content with what we've been able to do. So, and it's been exciting. I've been very, yesterday I took I don't even want to call it a nap because I probably slept more throughout the day yesterday than I do during the night. So it felt really good. I took about a 1 hour nap. You guys saw that I woke up at it was really bad. I think I took a nap at 6 or 7 and then woke up at 10 and then went back to sleep and woke up at 11, started catching up on work, went to go get food, came back, didn't go to sleep till 3:30, I think was my last conversation, and then woke up at 4:10, 4:05, something like that. Now we're here. But I'm not tired. Guys, not tired. I feel well rested. Probably not going to feel like that later tonight. So again, a little nap for the boys. Not bad, right? Nice, perfect, great. Yep. I wouldn't say natural gas reversal, but yeah, definitely showing signs of an indication of an intention, right, to reverse. Look at the MACD, look at the RSI. It's definitely there. Watch out for the EMA line as a potential rejection. Let's wait for higher highs and kind of go from there. Big fan, Rick, all the way from South Africa. Z Orton. Appreciate you. From South Africa. Wow. I've never been there. Z Orton, you have to invite me. You guys have kangaroos over there? Right? Sure. I don't know. You guys have a lot of wildlife over there, right? That's where it all happens. Jake, you travel everywhere. That's not fair. Get out of here. You travel everywhere. Yeah. That's not fair. That's Australia. No, they have kangaroo. Oh, shoot. Yeah, you're right. No, honestly, Jake's actually a friend that I made through Learn, Plan, Profit and through TechBit Solutions. So huge shout out to you, Jake. He's actually super insightful. I don't know if you guys remember when I was making videos about how to get super cheap flights. He has all the tools and all the resources and the ins and the outs. So if you're planning to take a trip, maybe connect with Jake within the Learn, Plan, Profit chat and see how you guys can work together. And maybe he could save you some money, and maybe you can throw him either a shout out or a couple dollars to him. He does travel hacks where he takes the first class United Emirates flights for free or for $35, something crazy. Nothing I've ever been in. Little heads up for you guys. I've never been in first class. I've never been first class, never taken a private jet, nothing like that. And it was after I watched the video, I think it was when I was a little younger, this CEO, the CEO and all his business and head of board and stuff like that, they would all get first class or they'd all take private jets. And then he was like, why would I pay more to land at the same time, right? And then when he said that, it was just there's sometimes I'm 6'4" and I'm very lanky, right? So sometimes it doesn't yeah, it's very uncomfortable sometimes on long flights when they're very compact seats. So sometimes, yeah, I can see why it's worth it, but I'll save some money for the guac at Chipotle, right? $17. Oh yeah, $17 for your United Emirates flight. I like that. There we goes. All right, starting to show signs of indication of a reversal. Here we go. Whoa, what happened? All right. We have amazing people. I actually don't talk about it that much, but Jake, amazing guy to connect with. Ryan, what's going on, my dude? Ryan's making big moves, moving to Southern California soon, all the way from the East Coast, right? I think I met you through a mutual friend. He's like a YouTuber as well, right? We have Leanne in this group that's like a huge credit expert that, like, I don't know how she does it, but she takes private jets all the time, and like she takes people, she always invites me, but I don't want to pay for my flight back to wherever she's going, so I'm too cheap. But one day, Leanne, we have amazing people within this group, amazing people to connect with, right? Just to build relationships with. That's why you should always be nice. When you're calling someone out, be like, stop asking your beginner questions. What if she's in her private jet? I don't know. I think it's really cool just to build relationships, right? So saving money is always a way to make money. I love that. I think one of the biggest things, right? If we have a lot of millennials or a lot of people that are starting to make more money, one of the biggest things that I would encourage you to just become aware of, you do you, right? But to become aware of is about income inflation. So as you begin to make more, don't automatically begin to spend more. And you'll see there's a lot of reports, a lot of stats about that, and you can look a little bit more into it. But a huge area of opportunity, especially for a lot of like young athletes, a lot of young individuals that do extremely well. They just begin to throw their money at anything, and just become aware and just make sure that you're doing your part to get a good deal. Right? It's worth the time, it's worth the effort. You worked really hard for your money, and hopefully you'll leave some money for your future family or for those that you care about. So where can I find this Jake? I'll connect with Jake in our Learn Plan Profit chat, right? So, and then I'll post his link in the announcement section, and then we can kind of go from there. So just so it's not all over the place and we're not posting links. So just so you guys can direct message him and just talk. So how are we looking? Whoa, that was a little crazy. 179. Get ready to manage that risk, right? Hardest part of day trading, especially during pre-market hours. It's like, first of all, okay, I set a stop limit, stop loss. Great, it'll do it automatically for me. I don't have to do anything, and I just watch it. I'm just like, oh, bummer, right? But during pre-market hours, you can't do that stuff. It's like, gee willikers, man. So we got rejected by the EMA line. Happens. I actually thought it broke above the EMA line on. Thoughts on FTD? Check it out. I'm gonna have to do, okay, so huge push up. Why is that? Low cap stock, pride, some news. I don't like this. If this is a descending pattern, confirmed pump and dump. Yeah, no, I would stay away from this. Yeah, you can make some money on the push up, but just look at this. All this activity already happened, and yes, it might continue to rally, but if it pushes up more than 10% in a short period of time, it's going to get halted, and then it's all over the place. So just, if you don't understand the different factors that drive the price up, drive the price down, then I would just, again, you just want to make sure that every action that you take today is something that's moving you in a step forward. So I think that's, ooh, yikes. Okay, I'm going to have to, wait, okay. I'm going to, yeah. Okay, so I cut losses on that one, so I gave back about $200 to $300. Why? I got in before the confirmation. That was my dummy mistake, and there it goes. It's pushing up. It's like, oh, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Regardless, you guys saw that I sold at 10:58, right? Or 10:50 or 11. What is it? 11:50. But it's selling off right now, and I could have done a better job waiting for my entry. I give back about $200 to $300. I'd rather do that and then take part of when the action is happening and make that money back then. It's an uncontrolled kind of variable right now, especially during pre-market hours. We're going to transition from pre-market to market open, and it's kind of selling off right now. So I probably should have done that a little bit earlier, or just not have taken my position at all. So I'm just sharing kind of like what I'm thinking. I think I entered at like 11.56. So I lost about like 0.5%, which is, I was in with 3,000 shares. So it's not a huge amount, but something, right? Again, just trying to not think about the dollar value, just trying to think about like what is probably the best action that I can take. So I'll have my order ready to buy, and I can buy with like 5,000 shares, right? I'll buy a little bit more aggressively, but when the position confirms an uptrend and when the action is happening. So I think that's a goal for me to have as of right now. We're seeing signs of consolidation during pre-market hours. We're at this general area. It's not really making lower lows anymore, but it's definitely not pushing up. So let's wait for that direction to change. Oh, I didn't know there was pre-market trading. Yeah, we've been live for about 27 minutes. So we're about to close out this live stream. We're going to go live, market opens, and then I'm going to say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh no, there it goes. So hey Rick, I got into SQs on June 5th. Wow. My reason for entering was that natural gas was downtrending and made a move. Okay, SQs. So I don't want to tell you that you did anything wrong, right? So you got in what? 5, June 5th. Okay, so it was pushing up and then it pushed up. I don't know exactly where it is that you got in or anything of that sort. So, first of all, it's an overall descending pattern, right? So it followed the overall market. With this, again, that's the hardest part of trading descending patterns. Sometimes you can identify low points just like this, but it could go even lower. And that's, again, the other factor of just aggressive descending patterns. So you got in at 43. On the 5th. What? How'd you get in at 43? Oh. Hey, you said SQs over there. I didn't know. Give a guy a break, right? Okay. So no, I mean, it was definitely uptrending when this happened. First of all, you got in before the overall confirmation. It was pushing up. It was pushing up above the EMA line, but overall, it was approaching the SMA line, which could be viewed as a resistance. It continued to push up, Oh, wait, that was the other month. Damn, I'm all over the place. I apologize. Okay, so you got in as it was pulling back. So, I apologize. No, you're good. Biggest thing that I would point out here is, again, it was downtrending. It then began to uptrend. It's good to identify overall high points, low points, high points, low points. So as it pushed up, became super overextended. Look at the RSI, look at the MACD. And when you decided to get in, how many days ago was that? 2 days ago? Yeah, it was already descending. So again, I like to, especially if you plan to hold it for more than one day, it's good to have a better understanding of your entries and your exits and making sure that you understand whatever it is that you are taking part of, especially if you plan to hold it. You need much more data than just the 1 day, 1 minute chart, because again, you plan to hold it for another period of days. So that has to be a consistent aspect. The only consistent thing that I would see there is that it's been consistently selling off after it peaked out, and it was very easy to understand that it was overbought and overextended. So I'd also pay a lot of attention to, if you're paying attention to SQs, then look at the overall future forward / NQ as well to understand how it's trading, how the flow is going, especially during pre or after market hours. So I think my biggest focus for you is to look at larger time frames and to understand when something is overbought and overextended and to see if there's a consistent pattern. When you can determine that, then you can decide and have a little bit of a better, edge on whether you should hold it or not based off of the margin of profit that has, left to offer or the overall direction. If you saw that it's just started to pull back and downtrend, then you probably would not have taken that position on the 1 day, 1 minute chart. But you could have only seen that. You could have only seen that if you would have looked at larger time frames. DWT is at 920. Gee willikers. I could have been done trading for the week. Could have got an early start to the day. I just got tired all of a sudden. Of course. Okay. Alrighty. Nice strong push. Still below the EMA line though. Oh, there's something in my eye. Okay, I just saw your little message. So, yeah, of course. All right, so the market's about to open in about 15 seconds. Let's go ahead and I'll break down GoGo for you. Again, usually what I ask is for you to post it in the ticker call out format. And again, you could always just tag me in the group alert section. So as of right now, this is kind of like SQs right now, right? It was selling off. There's no confirmation of a reversal. And the EMA line is pointing down and all that stuff. So I would not touch this because there is no confirmation, especially if you plan to benefit from this margin. That's going to take days for it to complete. So it means that you're going to have to swing trade it, meaning that right now it's making lower lows and lower highs. So you needed to do the exact opposite. So please wait for that confirmation. Set those alerts and be extremely patient with your entry. That's what I would do. But again, you are all entitled to your own, decision making on what you decide to do. Watch that MACD. That MACD looks a little gross on /CL. And just for those that are just starting to tune in, we've been live already for about 30 minutes. So I'm not too sure how much longer I'm going to trade live for. We've been live for 33 minutes. I was up $2,900. I took a loss that I had to manage my risk on. 26.75 is where I'm at so far. Here we go. We're trying to change its direction. Ricky, you're delayed by about 8 seconds. Yeah, this YouTube live stream is not on the dot, right? Got to slow down. This is the mistake that I made last time. Yeah. UWT at resistance. Yeah, that's how we can kind of see it. So there's no higher highs just yet. I'm waiting for the overall direction to change, Alex. So that's what I'm looking at. I have my second chart right here with my /CL. So pretty much what I'm looking at is, what's happening right now. The EMA line is acting as a resistance and it's making, lower lows. So I'm looking for the EMA line to become a support and for this thing to make higher highs. So the overall direction to change. The MACD just looks a little gross since it's already overbought. So we might have to give it a little bit more time. So nothing wrong with that, right? We just have to be patient. Yikes, right? Who wants to be patient? Not me. Good morning. By the way, thank you for all the live streams. Sorry for calling you out in chat. Oh, I didn't see you call me. No. Yeah, no, I have. I've just been keeping an eye on it. I mean, based off of how it performed yesterday and how it performed during the closing hours and where it's at right now, it's kind of flatlining, right? And if you look at based off previous patterns, just a little heads up, right? Just a little heads up. This is my opinion. Look at the RSI, look at the MACD. It looks overextended, and with this descending pattern, it makes sense on why it can get rejected around this general area and then begin to sell off. My 2 cents. That's all I wanted to share. So. But you guys do you, right? You guys do you. How many shares of UWT are you trading with? No more than 100,000. I don't know. Sometimes I'm buying 3,000, 5,000. Sometimes I'm buying 8,000, 9,000. I don't know. It depends, like how it works out. Ricky, how much do traders pay in taxes? We're getting this question a lot more than usual, and I just want to remind you that I'm not a tax specialist. I can't give you any tax advice. We're in all different tax brackets. There's all different laws, right, that you can like either leverage or, based off of your state or overall location. Speak to a tax specialist. It's like calling to the Ameritrade, but calling someone that's knowledgeable about taxes. Call them. I can't help you with that. Trust me, I'm not the best with my taxes. That's why I have an accountant. You guys can call H&R Block. You guys can sit down with them, and I don't think that costs any money. But please, please, please don't ask me. Of course, George. So go you today in the gym, Ricky. What? I'm gonna go to the gym today, yeah. Yep. Thank you, Bryce. I didn't say it. There's also so many based off of the state that you live in. Different benefits, different laws, different taxes. How many people love taxes? Whoop whoop. Love paying taxes. It's not bad. If you really think about it, trust me. I mean, I just try to think about the positive, honestly, when it comes down to that stuff, because it's just like, right? But it's like, it's cool, right? Like, we use the roads. We need police officers. All these, first responders. Yeah, someone has to pay for that, right? So in that aspect, schools, public schools, it's almost like giving back, right? So when you see a police officer, just be like, I appreciate you. And if you don't appreciate them, it's kind of like you're just, first of all, being rude. And yeah, there's no reason that you shouldn't. Well, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't get into that topic. Every time a police officer pulls me over, I'm like, hey, I appreciate you. They're like, what? And then I get away with the ticket. I'm like, Mwahaha. Yes, but I'm definitely, I always try to be as polite as I can too. I think that's super cool. I'm not someone that I think that could ever like put my life on the line for like I think that takes a lot of courage, a lot of integrity, right? And being able to like have your officers back and stuff like that. I think that's just something that like is beyond me. That I'm definitely better behind a computer. Let's be honest. I'm more useful behind. Yeah, we're all heroes on our own ways. I wear mine behind my TD Ameritrade screen. So I'll keep it at that. There it goes. The R side's becoming a little bit more on the robot side. You guys are probably like, shut up, Ricky. No one cares about what you're saying. There we go. So /CL pushing up a little bit more. Let's see. There we go. Time to lock in profits, Rick. Boom. 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 Approaching middle VWAP can be a resistance. Chose to lock in profits. It can still shoot up, but damn, it's still pushing up. Damn. $3,400 on the day so far, almost $3,500. Boom, shakalaka. Oh man, guys, it's a good day to have a good day. Oh man, guys, I like this like gnarly, I'm sorry, but like eye booger, and I can't see. I'm impaired. I'm trading impaired right now. Some people wear capes, some people set limit orders. No. I can't compare what it is that I do to the men in blue, or the brave men and women, right? Yeah. Oh my God, this is crazy. There it goes, pushing up. Pushing up. That is hilarious. Okay, so really strong push up. UWT becoming a little bit more on the overextended side. Just become aware. It's not so much of a good deal anymore. Yes, it can continue to rally. Anything can really happen. But what are you doing, to stay consistently green, right? So if it makes sense to like exit, don't be afraid to lock in profits. So I'm gonna wait for the reversal on this. Ricky must have had a Red Bull. No, I haven't even had water this morning. Trust me, I'm just well rested. And some of you guys might be like, what the heck, Ricky? What do you mean? You were up, you didn't go to sleep till like 3:30 and you woke up at 4 or 4:05. Or no, I went to bed like at 3:12, 3:20, something like that. But I slept like a good part of yesterday. I did not. I had a little of a rough day yesterday. Not with trading, but with like our team and technical difficulties. And yeah. So damn, I sold a little too early. Gee willikers. Hey, yeah, it sucks. Hell no, Ricky's nocturne. Trust me, dude. I love sleeping. No, I will sleep forever. Ishmael agrees. The more I sleep, the more tired I get. I don't know. Trust me, I'm pumped right now because I'm trading. Right after I step away from the screen. Oh my God, Leonardo, don't I'm gonna have to hide this, but I find your message really funny. People can get a little offended. So yeah, here we go. Shoot, come on, dude, Dingleberry. Wow, come on, dude. All right, huge pullback on /CL. Do you guys see that? Getting rejected around this general middle VWAP area. Once we start, look at the R side, look at the MACD, makes sense, right? Not surprised. Here we go. Can we make lower lows? Can we make lower lows? So the more that this thing sells off, hopefully, the more that this thing can push up, right? And there it goes. It's pushing up. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Approaching support for /CL. Can we make lower lows? For the boys? The boys and the girls? Equality. Let's see. Nope. Bounce off that same support right around the 53.10 area. Natural gas is gone. Where's that at? Let's see. Yeah, selling off. Wow, made lower lows. Okay, so D-gas time, right? Pushing up. D-gas pushing up /NG. Pushing down. So this is what I'm looking at on my second screen. I have my alert here. So if it makes lower lows, we get a little bit more confirmation. I'm not going to add to my position size right away. I just want to get a little. There we go. Okay, sweet. Feeling good. No, not bad. Up on the position, right? Yeah. So I think it just broke 3,500. Yeah, 35.89. Not bad. All right. Come on, lower lows. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Watch out for the EMA line as a potential resistance. I think we could all be aware of that /CL. There it goes. That could be a potential support. And look at that. Almost bounced instantly. Did you guys see that? Wow. 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 Okay, stop. Dude. Holy smokes, we get it. You're a support. Really? Come on. I'm looking at this just for those that are like wondering. I guess I don't have to look over there. Come on, Rick. Okay. Back up. So look at that. MACD, RSI. I'm just explaining why I see this to be as overbought. Normally during pre-market hours, this is how it was performing. Patterns tend to repeat themselves. They don't have to, right? So look at the, it normally gets rejected around this general middle VWAP, which, it pushed up there to SMA line. So overbought and then oversold, overbought and then oversold, overbought, and then it makes sense. Yeah, we don't have confirmation just yet on the EMA line. So maybe something that I could have waited out for. We're right around that EMA line. So this is going to be a critical point, like a defining moment. Here we go. Come on. Oh, there we go. Can we make lower lows? It's on the EMA line right now. It's not making lower lows by any means. So you guys can see that, right? There we go. Boom. So that was a lower low in a sense based off our DAT. Now I want to see continuous lower lows. So following the MACD, I want everything to follow and continue to sell off. Yikes. This is kind of the flow that we're going with, right? Here we go. There we go. There we go. Right. I sold 50%. I wanted to alleviate some of the tension I have building up in my chest right now. So I still have 50% left, right? So far, I'm up $4,200 on the day. So I keep reminding myself, hey, don't chase the dollar value. Don't chase the dollar value. There we go. So again, /CL, it's still selling off. So it's still staying true to that, right? It's still selling off, still staying true to that. It doesn't have to reach this old support, right? But it's definitely making lower lows. And the more it sells off, the more money we'll make on DWT. So there we go. Wow. How beautiful. Oh no. Get my order ready to sell. This isn't a make it or break it, right? I don't have to hit the 5K mark on this trade alone. Remind myself that. Consistent, just daily little reminders. Like, Rick, we got time. We got time, dude. We got time. Oh no. Don't build it. Oh my goodness. I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't see the MACD. I thought it was still selling off. Okay, so it started building this almost like reversal already. Let's see. That's bummy. Let's see where we're at. I'm glad I sold 50% of my shares. Probably should have sold 100 now. Well, again, you never know which direction it's going to go. So if we begin to make lower lows here, again, I could add the remaining 50 shares and that could actually work out well, but there's no confirmation of this thing making lower lows just yet now. So this is what I'm looking at. I'm sorry that I keep going back and forth. There it goes. Alrighty. We should see a resistance here as this thing has been making, lower lows and lower highs. Just waiting for that. So if we do see that, I'd feel comfortable adding more. But yeah. Nice pop. Peaking. Go. I'm done trading, made 2%. Nice. This thing's changing its direction. Gee willikers. Where are we at? I should be back at the 5K shares, right? Yeah. I'm literally back where I started. So, let's see. Lower lows, where you at? Ricky, how much caffeine do you drink per day? I don't drink any caffeine. I don't drink coffee or Red Bulls or anything. Yeah, if I just get sleep, I'm good. Here you go, rejection. Oh, shoot. Memory's full again. Oh. Whoa, why did that pop so quick? Ricky, why aren't you trading UGAS? I'm not watching it right now, that's why. Yikes. Yeah, had to get out of that one. So I'll get ready for the reversal. It just pushed up too much. And not really though. Dang it. Again, you can't win them all, right? We'll just give it more time. Let's see. Yeah. So what I'm drawing over here, or what I'm looking at, is /CL. I'm looking at previous highs, right? And when something becomes overbought and overextended, it's obviously not a good deal based off previous highs. This is a general area on when it becomes overbought, so it's still pushing up. So, you know, you never really know which one or which way it's going to go. Yeah, it's a descending pattern. So check out DGAS, right? Yeah, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs. Makes sense. I'm just not too interested in that as of right now. direction has not changed for /CL. It's still pushing up. So, yep. Yeah, I gave back quite a bit on that one. I think I gave back $1,000. Could have done a better job with that. I gave back about 1%. That's what it correlates on over to. So, I've been live for quite some time. About 1 hour. Wow. There it goes. So, and again, the more I let it sell off, the more margin for recovery I have. And there it goes. Huge push up. So, I'm just going to give it time. I don't feel comfortable going into UWT because, so I'll show you guys where I'm at right now, 2,400. I gave back pretty much $1,000 based off of my previous close. So as right now, /CL is pushing up. UWT is pushing up. And yeah, no signs of a reversal just yet. So I'll keep you guys up to date if I choose to take another position. You guys saw, I was trying to aim. I was so close. I was $500 away from the $5,000 goal that I had for myself today to hit $20,000 for this week. You know, you win some, you lose some. I'm definitely still at a win for the overall week, for the overall day. So I'm not going to complain. I have nothing to complain about. Could have done a better job locking in profits, and you guys saw that. I made it very well aware. And yeah, we'll have fun with what it is that we're given. Be selective, wait for that confirmation, and let's take part when that action is happening. Wish you guys an amazing rest of your day. Wish you guys an amazing rest of your day. Continue working hard, continue following dreams, let your passion be a driver to success. Like always, make someone smile. Let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy.